Unveiling the Charm of Moss-Covered in English. Hello, dear learners. Today, we're going to explore the picturesque phrase, moss-covered. It's a term that paints a vivid picture in English and is often used to describe objects that are literally or figuratively draped in moss. When we say something is moss-covered, we're describing an object that has a layer of moss growing on its surface. Moss is a small, green plant that typically grows in damp, shady locations. Imagine a forest where rocks, trees, and the ground itself are adorned with this soft, green blanket. Moss-covered can also be used metaphorically to describe something that is old or has not been used in a long time. It conveys a sense of age, neglect, or the passage of time. For instance, describing a house as moss-covered might imply it's been abandoned or unchanged for years. You'll often come across this phrase in literature, poetry, and descriptive writing. It's a favorite among writers seeking to evoke nature, history, or a sense of enchantment. It's not just for objects. One might use moss-covered to describe concepts and traditions that feel outdated or from a bygone era. While we avoid phonetic transcriptions, remember to stress the first syllable in moss-covered, moss-covered. The word moss rhymes with cross and covered, is just as it appears, with the emphasis on the first part, covered. Incorporating phrases like moss-covered into your speech can add depth and imagery to your English. Try using it in your writing or while speaking to describe settings or to give a nostalgic tone to your storytelling. I hope you've enjoyed unraveling the beauty of moss-covered with me. Use it to add a touch of the natural world or the weight of history to your language. Until next time, keep learning and exploring the richness of the English language.